and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman. Today I'm going to be taking you around probably one of the lowest kilometre examples of a 2006 Ford Territory Ghia. This one only has 88,000 kilometres on it, just presents brilliantly. I personally have actually owned two of these cars and cannot speak highly enough of them. Reliable, practical, they just work and keep going. Now we'll start with the thing, most of this video is going to be about condition. Now at the front here I've got, actually that looks probably like polish. A couple of little minor marks just there above the bumper bar, but no real signs of any major stone chips on the front of the bonnet. A little tiny one there, a couple of tiny little ones, but you've really got to be looking quite hard to actually even see those. Do have the factory fitted headlight covers on it as well, so someone has looked after the car. Down the bottom we also have our fog lights as well. Coming around to the side of the vehicle, you know, it presents in really good condition. A couple of tiny minor marks there and there. Probably a little touch-up pen and you never see them, but just two little marks there. Now we have the Ghia factory alloy wheels there with the Goodyear Integrity tyres all round, which is what this car is meant to have from the factory. So someone's put the correct tyres on this car so it drives and performs as it should. Great condition tyre, massive amounts of tread in there as well, actually, and an unmarked rim. Coming down the side of the Territory now, you'll notice we've got nice, really nice grey paintwork on it. No signs of even fingernail marks inside the door cups or anything like that. A really clean example. Obviously, while we're standing here, my cameraman's about 9'3", so he can easily look at the roof on this car. We do have the little roof rails on here. You can get the crossbars if you wish to on this vehicle. We don't have them for this one, but you can do that if you wish, adding extra storage. Coming down a bit further on this vehicle, we've got the rear wheel here. Yet again, another great condition Goodyear Integrity tyre. It does have a minor rash on the edge of it. Very, very minor. It hasn't affected the wheel in any way, just a bit of a scuff there. Coming around a little bit further to the back of the Ghia now. We will talk about the back in great detail in a moment, but highlights here, one thing I actually do like to see, it doesn't have a tow bar, so you know it's 88,000 kilometres. It hasn't towed a boat into a river. It hasn't towed 2 tonne of caravan to Queensland. It's had a nice easy life, this vehicle. If you do want a tow bar fitted to the vehicle, Jesse, our aftermarket consultant, can help you with that. Rear sensors as well on this car. Now one thing a lot of people say to me about a Territory, they get worried that it's a big car because a lot of first families are buying this car. And one thing, from inside the car you can see this rear wiper and you know straight shot down from there. Really easy to park actually, and the rear sensors just make it even easier. Coming down the passenger side of the vehicle, now this is the side where you commonly see any damage if there was to be any due to that horrible thing we call a gutter. Now rear wheel here, immaculate condition. Oh, almost tiniest little marks. I'm not going to say immaculate, I'm going to say really, really good. How's that? Around the back of the car we've got a little bit of polish there and that's it. Little tiny minor mark there, probably 2 fingernails wide on the center of the rear door here. Really, I'm being very picky at this point on this car as well. No fingernail marks or signs of anything on the front door cup as well. Coming down to the front, yet again, Goodyear Integrity tyre, great condition alloy wheel, the tiniest little nick on it. You're going to come in and look at this car and go, wow, he was really talking about a tiny mark on that wheel. But this car presents for an 06 model in amazing condition. Right, around to the front of the Territory now. Now we're going to open up the bonnet. The trick to this is unlatching it on the inside. Quick little thing across in the center there. Gas struts take it clearly out of our way. Something to note on this car, nice sound deadening here, making the car nice and easy to live with. Good sound deadening at the back as well. Now the real reason opening the bonnet is looking at the engine there. Now reliable, Ford's 4-litre Barra straight 6, reliable as the hills. It's going to give you 190 kilowatts of power, 383 Newton meters of torque, combined up to a bulletproof 4-speed automatic transmission. It's going to give you an average of 12.2 litres to the 100. Out of a 75-litre tank, it's going to give you in excess of 600 kilometres to the tank. And due to the magic of video editing, we've gone from up there to back here. Fair bit to talk about in this Territory, and just having a look at the back of it, I'm amazed at how clean this car is. I've owned 2 of these and neither of them were this clean. A really, really good example. Now, if you want nice easy access, you do have the little glass opening door there, so you can just put the single bag of obviously shopping in there, or if you're at the football and the dog's in the back, can happily have a bit of a look outside. Shut that away, another button over to the left there, pops open the door. We'll pause for a moment. Reversing camera is in the center of the door, making it nice and easy to use. Yet again, gas struts take it out of our way. For the height challenged among us, like myself, we've got a little grab handle here, making pulling the door down. That's quite a light door as well, so easy to live with. In the back here, condition, just look at it, and space. I can personally tell you I have fitted both at the same time a fridge and a washing machine in the back of my one of these. You can fit a lot in the back of these cars. Now, storage components, we've got little ones here, we've got tie downs everywhere, we've got the seats mounted in the 60/40 split at the moment. Of course, under here you do, being the 5-seater, do gain extra storage space there as well, and there is another one under here. Thing to note with the Territories, mentioning easy to live with, you can pop this out, flip it over, pop it back in, and you've got plastic version as well. So if you've gone to Bunnings and bought a pot plant or something, you don't want to mess up the carpet, you can make it all plastic in the back. Yet again, so easy to live with. Right, now we're inside the Territory now, and just a comfortable place to be. Makes you feel like you're in a car. It really, really does. A lot of the parts are shared with the Falcon in here, so it means cost of ownership is cheap, but also gives you that familiar car feeling, but you've got great visibility over everything around you. Now, first off, we'll start over on the right hand side here. We've got our power window switches here, obviously automatic down for the driver. Nice little silver pulls here. One thing I note on Territories, quite commonly you see this rubber trim here get fingernail marks and dents and scratches in it. No signs of that on either of the front ones. It's something I look for in a Territory, and no signs of wear for an 06 model, no signs of wear on the steering wheel either. Up here we've got a pair of mirrors, obviously because we live in the future and we like to electrically adjust things. Obviously on the steering wheel now, we've got a cruise control on the right hand side, media controls on the left, airbag in the middle, nice and clean as I mentioned. Now it is height and reach adjustable, so you can set yourself up exactly where you want to be. Now with that, a rare thing, and actually something that dictated what car I bought, was because other people at home are a lot shorter than myself, surprisingly. There is a button that you can't see from the camera angle here, does adjust the pedals. If the cameraman can get in there a little bit, I'll move my feet out of the way, can actually adjust the pedals electrically to bring them towards you or further away. So not only is the seat electrically fully adjustable, the steering wheel fully adjustable, the pedals are adjustable as well. You can fit anyone perfectly in this car. Makes it very easy to live with. Behind the steering wheel now, we've got automatic headlights. Probably just turn them on auto and just leave them and forget about them. Behind there is a little fuel door button, as well as the front fog light button. Above that, we've got our little button here for dash brightness. Across the dashboard there, as we're showing, just 88,000 kilometers on this car, and it really does present that way. Really easy to read speedo. Tacho on the left telling you if the doors are open and what gear you're in. On the left side here, we've got our wiper controls as well as the rear wiper control. A couple of blanks there if you wanted to add anything to the vehicle, obviously. Now we'll move across and up, just to confuse my cameraman a little bit. On this car, we've got an electrochromatic mirror. Good thing about this one, at night time, someone has their headlights aimed up in the top of the trees or something like that. This mirror automatically dims down. No days of flipping the little switch anymore. When they decide to go away and let you drive off in peace, we'll brighten back up again. Going up a bit further in the gear, you do get the clock up here. A really good thing. I actually was a big fan of moving the clock up there, as well as a couple of little lights that are adjustable. As you can see, you can point them exactly where you want. They sort of look like fish eyes. It's pretty cool. Above that, you've got sunglass holder as well. Going back a little further, you've obviously got the same thing at the rear for the young ones. Coming back forward and down again, little Territory. It has a little nook in here for all of your many things. Below that, 2 air conditioning vents, which work really, really well in this Australian summer. It's reasonably warm today, and it's pumping out nice, cool air. One thing to note as we go down into the thing, we'll notice that we've got actually dual zone climate control now. So I can set my passenger to be at 20.5 and me at a happy 18. Telling us what radio station we're on. While we're in that little screen there, I'll just click it into reverse. We do have our reversing camera there, a little beep to tell you that there is a reversing sensor as well. Nice big clear picture as well, and it arcs out quite well, so if you're parked in traffic you can see left and right a reasonable amount to actually get out of the spot. Pop it back into P for park. Audio setup here, obviously we've got premium sound, which includes a little subwoofer at the back. Gives quite good audio, really good audio actually. Coming down from that, got traction control, probably not going to be using that one. Door lock, so you can lock the doors if you're going through a bad suburb, and the trip computer button up here will change what the trip computer displays over there. So we can just flip around there a little bit. Over here, little 12 volt socket for charging your phone. As I said before when we were in the engine bay, 4-speed automatic in this car is bulletproof. Another thing to mark with condition on this car, no signs of wear at all on the handbrake or the shifter as well. Quite commonly you see these wearing out. Whoever's kept this has kept it in amazing condition. 2 cup holders here as well. A cavernous glove box, goes all the way down. I reckon it goes through the floor somewhere. As well as a little spot for your car wash change. That's pretty cool. Now what I'm going to get my cameraman to do now is just zoom around the interior and just check out the condition of the leather seating. I'm just going to move a little bit here because the driver's seat has no signs of wear either. Driver's seat looks almost identical to that passenger seat you're looking at the moment, in really, really good condition. Coming through the back, you'll see the condition goes the same. Really, really good back there. And going up into the headlining as well off the roof, there's no signs of kids having, handprints or anything like that on it. A really clean car all the way through. Now, get to the service books on this vehicle. I do love the little book they give you in the territories. Going back to the start, where are we? Had its 15,000 kilometre inspection on it at Ford. Another one at Ford, where it should. It had a outsourced one at 50,000. Now it did have a little bit of a skip in the book here. We've done it again when we brought it into stock. Now our head mechanic down at pre-delivery, he is a Ford owner and a massive Ford fanatic. He checks over these things with really, really good care. We're happy to for warranties on this vehicle as well, so we know it's right, and just passed a roadworthy as well as a 125-point safety inspection. So amazing condition outside, brilliant condition inside. Good books, warranty available as well. The story is just getting better on this one. Thank you for watching this video walk around tour of our 06 Territory Ghia. As you've seen, amazing condition outside. I simply have not seen one this good in a long, long time. You'll struggle to find one in condition like this, and with these super low kilometres. Be very quick for this car. Give us a call, 9709 2999, but don't forget to ask your salesperson about a 5-year mechanical protection plan this car does qualify for, and now we're including 5 years of roadside assist in that as well. The number again, 9709 2999, and thank you for watching.